What's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today, I have Alex Luna on the show. It's funny because when I was at Axioms previously, I had no idea who he was, and I came back. We weren't friends, but eventually we got to a point where we became friends, and now he's part of my little inner circle, if you say. He has a lot of stuff going for him. He has his own meal prep company, Anaheim's very own. He's been a trainer for a year and a half, so he's kind of newer to the game. And he's also done 4 years in the military. He's been through a lot. Hope you enjoy the show. Anaheim's very own, Alex Luna. Oh, shit, we're live. Cheers. Cheers. Roscoe.
Cheers.
Get your bang.
Get your bang.
Cheers to you.
Nice.
Dude, I haven't drinking these things in a fucking long time. You guys down them every day though, basically.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a need. It is a need.
Last time I had that, I was laying like I was ass on the floor and I almost puked.
Oh yeah, you told me. You told me.
Yeah, I was about to squat and I almost puked on that thing. Now I'm drinking, for all the listeners, I'm drinking a Celsius.
I've never had that one.
Sparkling watermelon. You want a little sip? Little sippy sip? It's actually not bad, and the caffeine is only 200 instead of a fuck ton.
It tastes like ice water.
It's good. Yeah. It's freaking good, dude. So how do you like living in Anaheim Hills?
Definitely like it.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah. It's
well,
different.
you're from Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you grow up there?
I moved there when I was about 13, or I moved here when I was about 13 from Westminster. I moved a lot. Yeah, I moved a lot.
Okay.
I moved a lot of cities.
Okay, where did you start originally?
Oceanside, down in Oceanside, Carlsbad,
Okay.
Vista, all around that San Diego area. Then my mom made the move to Garden Grove, moved to Westminster for a little bit, went back to Anaheim, and been here ever since.
You stay in Anaheim Hills?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, it's nice,
definitely, man. Definitely.
It's nice. And then you you're always there at 5 a.m. So it's like all you have to do is take one street and you're at the gym. It's
definitely
nice.
A different drive in the mornings now.
Yeah.
Blessed. Yeah.
Well, every time you go to the gym too, like I always see you with 2 or 3 or even sometimes 4 people. Like you're always packed and busy, and it's crazy because you've been training for what, a year?
A year and a half, yeah.
That's pretty good. It usually takes when I started training, it took me about the same time, 6 months to a year and a half to get your clientele profile up, and then you build yourself in the years that you are a trainer. But every time I see you, one thing I do notice is you're stacked with people, which is cool because like you're running around all the time. And I'm like, damn, Alex is freaking hustling, dude. Like you're getting after it.
Yeah, man.
Is that all connections?
Yes and no, dude. This last batch of clients that I got, it was more referrals and people that have heard about me, whether it's on Instagram or on Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter. I ended up having a client, dude, that just somebody asked somebody if they knew somebody in Orange County, like trainer-wise, and somebody recommended me. I didn't even know about it because I don't have Twitter. They just sent me a screenshot like, yo, somebody recommended you on Twitter. And yeah, man, it's crazy.
How many clients do you usually train?
A day, I used to train about 14, 13, man.
Yeah, no, I used to see you from 5 a.m. till like 7. I'm like, holy shit.
I used to run them from 4 a.m. till about 1 o'clock, take like a 3-hour nap, and then run them again till night. Yeah.
Damn. So where are you at right now? Do you give yourself more of a break, or are you still kind of on the same schedule?
I ended up earning the trust with the clients, and basically just told them like, hey man, like I'm burning out. I got bags under my eyes. There's stress flares, like eczema stress flares from no sleep, from just running around. I told them like I'm breaking down, dude. I need y'all to like be okay with training as a group. And yeah, I finally got the trust from them. I think I always had it. I didn't think I had it within myself to be like, take that step as a trainer and be like, hey, like I can't train you one-on-one. Like, it's not going to happen. Not for this price.
Well, no, well, you're right. And I like in the beginning, cause you want so much that you sometimes bite off more than you can chew. Cause I used to do the same thing when I first started. I'm like, hey, you want to start at 5 or 4:30 when the gym opens? I'm like, fuck yeah. I was like, give me whoever. And then my boss would be like, okay, can you train till 9? I'm like, fuck yeah, no sleep, whatever.
Yeah,
Like I'll
yeah,
drink
yeah,
pre-workout or whatever to keep me awake. But
yeah,
dude, your body
yeah,
wears
yeah.
after a long time.
Definitely. Yeah,
You can't keep that pace up. And a lot of trainers do that. The main thing too is you're smart. So you kind of have the mentality to where you're like, okay, how can I do the same thing but work less? Semi-private training
yeah, yeah,
group, like 2 or 3 that are kind of the same in a physical standpoint, and then,
yeah. Level
yeah,
standpoint, yeah.
and then just pair them together because that's what I used to do at No
Mhm.
Limit. We used to do semi-privates. You get a ton more done that way. People love it. People meet other people, and
Yeah,
you end
yeah.
up getting people to network with each other,
Exactly.
you know?
I was about to say that. Yeah,
And, like,
yeah,
they become friends, and then they
yeah,
become Instagram friends, and then you
yeah,
guys all go out, and then you start becoming friends and family with your
yeah,
clients, you know? So
yeah.
it's like it's an ongoing process, but, yeah, I always see you hustling, dude. Like,
I appreciate it, man.
I'm even like, "Fuck, like, do I have a client right now? Fuck, no, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, oh, fuck, I need to get after it." You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you
Yeah.
hustle your ass off, dude. I see it. Not a lot of kids like you do the things that you're doing right now. Like, you even have your own prep, right? Your own meal
Yeah.
prep, Anaheim's very own.
We just dropped my own meal prep company. Shout out to Lean Meals for advising me too. Lean Meal Prep is the actual company that I was sponsored by, and they're the ones who like basically gave me the rundown. Like, hey man, you have a big platform. Like you got to do what you got to do with your own thing. We think it's a good idea for you to run with your own meal prep. But yeah, we dropped about 2 weeks ago. Having a little trouble with the website right now with payment method and stuff
Oh
like
yeah, you were
that.
telling me about that.
Yeah. And then, lately with me being able to spend more time with my son right now too, it kind of like lagged a little bit with the
Yeah.
process, but should be up and running within a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So like, do you go through the same distributor
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
Lean
Yeah.
Meals, and then you just put your thing on
Yeah.
it? Okay.
So it's basically like an investor, the guys that are in charge of the kitchen. And they basically work out a deal with people who have platforms,
Oh,
or
okay.
like a big influence, I guess, with clients, just like trainers.
Yeah.
So yeah, worked out a partnership.
That's solid.
Yeah,
Well, if you think, dude, you're 24,
just turned 24. Yeah,
24, you got your own business going,
yeah,
moved to Anaheim Hills. What?
yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
ballin'.
Hey, process, man. It was a process. Yeah, definitely a process.
Well, where did you grow up in your childhood the most?
Um, like I said, my mom moved every 6 months, man.
It's just you and your mom?
Yeah, me, my mom, and my two little sisters, man. We went from apartment to apartment. Just typical
Yeah.
low wage, whatever situation. So we had to move from city to city. So yeah, man, I think I've been in like to 12 cities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's insane, dude. Did you ever know your dad or no?
No, dude. I don't even know how the dude looks like, or never met him, never talked to him ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's what makes my
Relationship with
relationship
Tyler?
with my son, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty solid.
I think too, like, cause cause you don't know your dad, but you kind of take away from what you've experienced in life and like what you don't want and what you do want, and you kind of make it all in one mesh,
Yeah.
and you give that to your son. Like
Yeah.
you want to give him everything and even better what you had when you were his age.
Yeah.
Like my dad, I don't even know where he is right now. He's just a deadbeat dude,
Yeah. Yeah.
like same thing. If I have a kid, whenever that happens, if I
Yeah.
ever meet anybody, like I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I see one thing about you that is really cool too is like you're very close with him. You're always putting him on your story. You're always taking him places. You're always putting him around people that are influential. You're always bringing him to the gym. Like it clicks. Like he's like, oh, I'm always here. It's the gym. As he gets older, he's like, oh, my dad used to take me here. My dad used to work out. My dad used to work out with me. And then that starts like a good cycle for him to get into. I think that's really cool that you do that with your kid. It's like, and not only that, you can watch him grow too.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like I said, I think the feelings and the connection just comes naturally. Um, yeah, dude, it's definitely just trying to be that person that you didn't have.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that.
You said you lived with your younger sisters?
Yeah, man. It was me, my mom, and two little sisters. So woman, man.
You always live with women?
Yeah, dude. It's an
Are you guys
emotional
close
roller
though?
coaster. Yeah,
Like your mom and your
yes,
sister. Oh, that's good.
super close. At one point, I think I think it's kind of unhealthy though, and it has pros and cons. Like I was just too close to my mom. We had like almost like a friendship type of relationship, to where it was just I don't know. It was a little different. It was a little
Right.
different with my mom, but yeah, man. House full of women, just emotional household.
I'm sure she's proud of you, dude.
Oh
of,
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
shit that you're doing now,
Mhm.
like you're leveling up. You
Yeah.
know, like as a coach and
Yeah.
as a person. You're growing every day. You're taking care of your priorities. You don't like you do what you need to do to succeed, and that's it. Like you don't mess around. Like you handle business first, and then if there's fun to have, then you take care of it. But like I see you, dude. You hustle. You're a fucking hustler.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. It was never like that. I mean, I've always been a hard worker. I've always grinded, but it was like for the wrong reasons. It was not wrong reasons, but it wasn't to my full potential. Or it was doing things that I didn't even want to do, man. Like I went to lineman school to work on electricity poles for power lines. Dude, I ended up quitting. I graduated the school. I never even tried to apply for the job because I hated it. But I was really hardworking. The same hours I was putting in the gym right now, the same ones that you see right there, is the same hours I was putting in studying, because that school is like the Harvard of electricity school, man. It's
Well, what
hard.
made you want to do that?
I have an old buddy who was the actual person that introduced me to the gym. Tell me about it, and coming out of the army, man. You just all you think about is like, damn, like what's the next plan? What's the next move? I'm like 21 thinking about like big moves. So I was like, yeah, let's go to the school that's gonna make me 6 figures a year. And yeah, man, you make 6 figures a year starting off as the groundman, the bottom of the bottom, but you're making 6 figures. But it's definitely some hard labor work. Definitely not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be out in the sun. I mean, you see me, I'm complaining sometimes about the AC in the gym. Yeah.
You're all like, hey, bro, it's kind of hot in here.
It's kind of
like,
scuffy in here,
right,
man.
All right, well,
I'm always that same with the gym. Oh
It's
my,
musty, man. It's
I hate
musty.
it. I need
Roscoe, you
that-
sweat when it's fucking 70 degrees in the gym.
dude, it needs to be at like 65.
That's
Dude,
bullshit.
Yeah, it has,
That is-
yeah.
that is
It has,
horseshit.
it has to be at 68,
What?
It has
man.
to be cold.
What?
It has to
It
be cold.
has to be
dude.
cold.
Daniel, if
Otherwise,
you're
I-
listening, fucking don't listen to these
Daniel,
guys.
I'm coming
Daniel,
at your
I'm
head,
making
bro.
a-
I'm sorry, but it's too hot in the gym,
Bro,
dude.
I have it at like 72.
Daniel, I'm making a recommendation right now.
Bro,
It
see,
needs to
I'm
be
glad I'm not
colder.
the only one, Daniel. See, now you see it's not only me, bro.
Well,
But
I always turn it on, and I'm always the one putting it at like 72, 73. Because I think
you're
that's
killing me. You're legitimately trying to
Roscoe,
kill
you
me.
sweat standing up.
No,
Dude,
it's
like-
funny. It's funny you say that, Roscoe, because I actually found I've gone through this experience twice where a client looks at me and they know I'm the guy who turns it on for them, and they're just staring at me, like giving me the look, like "Help me, bro." And I tell them like, "Oh, I got you, bro. Let me turn this AC
Dude,
on."
I go in there and I'm like, dude, it is humid. And then Alex is like, let's just open the front door. We'll be fine.
Bro,
And I'm like, dude, we
definitely.
It's
need
fucking
it.
like middle of
We need it
summer
colder.
at 12 p.m. I'm like,
Yeah,
we're
like,
fine, dude.
let-
Just
yeah.
open it. Fucking no, like.
Let the hot air come in.
Like it'll be 90 degrees outside. Now she's like, oh, we have a cross piece. That's good enough for me.
in a long sleeve, lifting in a long sleeve.
And pants.
Fuck. Well, I'm nuts, dude. I'm a psychopath. Whatever. Yeah, like that's hard work. My grandpa, he did construction. He actually dropped out of high school when he was a sophomore and then did construction all the way from a sophomore till he was 65. I think things have changed. I think maybe if we grew up back then, we probably would have dealt with it, because where we're at, fitness isn't what it used to be. Like you can make 6 figures in the fitness industry if you know how to do it right.
Definitely.
Back then, it's like you had to be an accountant or a doctor or work in construction and work your way up to be able to mix six figures. Like I could tell my grandpa was pretty worn out, you know, and he did that. Like we have a beautiful home. Like I'm thankful for the roof he's put over our head. But just times have changed. You
Yeah,
know?
I think definitely the gym just became a trend. It became a
Yeah,
trend. It became a trend straight up.
yeah.
But hey, you either ride the wave, man, or you drown out here.
Well, it's an ongoing trend. I don't think it's ever gonna stop.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I
get
mean, it's organic. I believe
yeah,
it's organic. Yeah, does it get dirty here and there in the industry? You know how it is.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I definitely think it's a trend. It's a good way to make money now. Yeah,
Honestly, like, cause I've been screwed over. I'm not gonna name drop, but like I've been screwed over plenty of times, and it teaches you a lot, but it also teaches you kind of the person who screwed you over, like karma's gonna bite him in the
oh yeah,
ass.
man.
Like,
Yeah,
and I've seen karma, and I'm like,
yeah,
just let the world take care
yeah,
of
yeah,
itself. It's gonna circle back, no matter if it's like 3, 4, 5 years. And the people that have screwed me over, I'm just super nice to them
yeah.
because if I do that back to them,
It's gonna,
karma's
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna
it's gonna
bite
come
me
back.
in the
Yeah,
ass. So there's no point. Honestly, there's no point of people screwing anybody over because you're just gonna get the shit out of the sick, even if it's 7, 8, 9, or
it
10
always comes
years,
back,
like
man. Always
back,
comes
you know.
back.
So I don't know. It's just that's everywhere though. You know, that's the shitty part about it. Fitness industry, it's a little bit more brutal in a way as far as like the back end of it, you know. But I mean, it is what it is. I just take it with a grain of salt. Be nice to everybody with every
Yeah,
coach. Treat everybody with respect. Everybody comes from a certain background. You don't know what that person's gone through, you know. So I'm always nice to everybody. I don't have any enemies, you know. Like I don't
yeah,
have if like honestly, if a person doesn't like me, then there's a problem with them because I get along with everybody. I hate confrontation. It doesn't solve anything. You know, I'm friends with everybody, you know, or at
yeah.
least try to be. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it's part
I
of the
don't like
industry.
confrontation either, man.
Well, you don't get shit
it's just
done.
not worth it. Yeah, like
You
what
don't
comes
get
out of it, man? If it's not making me money, it's not contributing to my career. Confrontation's just not it for
yeah,
me.
it's honestly it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of time. And then by the time you're done bickering at each other or yelling at each other or getting mad, you're exhausted. And then you're like, wait, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah,
Like, they didn't do
definitely.
anything for me, you know? What? Because you were working in the field. What made you transition to becoming a trainer?
Okay, so I was a trainee at a P3 strength camp. Shout out to them. Um, I was being trained by Diego, Coach Diego over at P3. And bro, one one morning I woke up, like you said, I got some haters out there. And they broke into my car, bro. They broke into my
What?
car. And I knew it was a setup because they took some paperwork, like Social Security that I had just applied for a job, dude. So I had like everything in there. I had my wallet. I was
Oh
an idiot. Yeah, I was an idiot for
shit.
leaving my shit in there,
Fuck.
knowing where I'm at,
That
knowing where I live.
sucks.
But yeah, man. But to this day, man, I thank whoever did that because I would not be in the position where I am today.
Yeah.
I went straight to the gym. I had let my trainer at the time, Diego, know that I was gonna head down to San Diego with my family and just get away for a little bit. He's like, "Nah, man, like you put in so much work. You know your shit. You're a great athlete. Um, let's bring you in like a little internship there at P3." Once they took me in, man, and I learned from them, the guys over there, they're amazing coaches. Um, got to know their program, networked. Um, and yeah, man, when it was time for me to leave to Arizona, I went to Arizona to play soccer for GCU. I was on this D1 hunt for a spot.
Oh
Yeah,
shit. For
for a
soccer?
spot.
Dude, I
Yeah,
fucking suck at soccer.
yeah. No, man. The only reason why I went was because the army paid for it. The army. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So it was like a.
you might as well.
Yeah, so it was like, hey man, like this is your last shot. You're 20,
Yeah.
you're 23, like you never lived this. You couldn't afford it when you were in high school. Like you could not afford it.
Take the opportunity.
Yeah, take the opportunity. Yeah, dude, went over there, got to go to San Diego State, play a tournament there.
Woo, shout out to
Yeah,
SDSU.
shout out to SDSU.
Hey.
Amazing, amazing campus, man, amazing campus. And ended up coming back, dude, for Thanksgiving. This is where it's a trip. I ended up coming back for Thanksgiving. I had a tryout February. It's an open tryout. This year, just passed. Ended up coming back. I went to a powder puff game that P3 hosted. The guys where I used to work at, and I saw an old friend, and that old friend just looked at me and said, "Hey, man, like you're back." And I thought he was just playing around. I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I'm back." You know, in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, visiting.
Yeah.
I got to go back." And he's like, "Well, are you training?" And I was playing around. I said, "Yeah, man, I'm training again. Like I'm training." And he said, "Okay, can I start Monday?" And at that point in that position in my life, bro, my mom's really sick. My mom was in the hospital, just blood pressure problems, crazy stuff. My
Yeah.
mom's always been sick. So at that time, dude, my mom needs help with bills, and I decided to stay. Also, like I could not be in Arizona anymore. Like I just couldn't. I miss my son too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having withdrawals, bro. Just
Yeah.
emotional roller coaster over there. Living the dream, but emotional roller coaster. So I decided to stay, dude. Next thing you know, within the second week, I had like 8 people. Within the second week, I had 8
Oh,
people.
shit.
Yeah. And I saw that as like, I thought I got lucky. But as the month went by, we started to double up on revenue, triple up on revenue. Next thing you know, I had so much clientele that I couldn't walk into the public gym anymore. So I told my brother, so I was broke.
What?
I was broke at the time. And I told my brother, I'm like, "Yo, dude, like, what do you think of me just going full time?" Ronald, you met him. He goes, "I don't know, dude. Like, you should go for it." And I told him straight up, like, "Hey, dude, if you get a membership where I can bring in a guest at 2 gyms, like, what do you do? Put it on your card." And then he kind of looked at me like, "Yo, what do you mean put my card on 2 gyms?"
That's so
And I was
funny.
like, "Bro, like, just please, like, believe, like, just
Right.
believe, like, I got this."
Right.
And he's like, "All right, man." Yeah, within the second week, he saw that I had 8 people. He's like, "All right, let's do it."
Were you training him at the P3 camp, or were
No,
you training
no.
him at,
I
other gyms?
was training him at other gyms. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I came back, dude, I never got an offer. I never expect an offer either. I don't expect handouts. So I was just doing my own thing at public gyms. I was at Fitness 19 and Choose, dude, bringing in people. The staff even
In
knew.
Anaheim?
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
crazy.
The staff would at one point just look at me, bro, and just like laugh, like, you know, like, dude, just do your thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would be walking in with like 3 girls at one time.
Yeah.
They all have Choose passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was like running like sessions on the turf. And yeah, man. Not
That's
to this day, I
funny.
look back and I'm like, holy, like, dude, that was ridiculous of a move. But yeah, dude, I ended up after 3 months of just tripling on clients, I ended up going to Axioms. And
I was gonna ask you, how'd you find out about Axiom?
dude, so I was looking online one morning on a day off. And I was like, dude, like, I have to go ask somewhere if I
Yeah.
can rent a gym, because it's only a matter of time before the staff really does care. Like, hey man, you can't be training like that.
Yeah.
And also I had texted Daniel. I got the number from the online website, and I think you guys needed trainers. So he was like, "Yeah, man, like just come talk. And I was like, all right. Showed up, and it was my first time talking to somebody about rent, man, and like renting a place. But I tried to play it cool. And
You're all excited?
I was like,
You're like, yeah, my own spot.
my own spot. But he was like, he gave me the price of rent, and dude, to be honest with you, I didn't know if it was gonna make it. But I took a risk. I was like, you know what, the way we're growing right now, like I can make it happen within a month or 2. And decided to take the offer, not knowing if I was actually gonna make rent. I did end up making rent for the first 2 months, and I think I had like $100-200 left over. I was sleeping on like my brother's couch, and then that's when I went crazy for like 3 months, dude. That just back to back. But as soon as I was able to like tell my clients like, hey, you guys got to go semi, man. Like I have to pack you guys in, and I'm bringing up my price. At first, it was just like, hey, man, like I'm gonna prove to you guys that I know how to do this and that I'm good at what I do, like
Yeah.
full confidence.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna bring my price up. And yeah, man, I ended up pushing a couple results, a couple transformations, and brought up my price, and nobody questioned it.
Yeah, you have to as a coach, when you've been doing it for a while. So I have a couple that I do that like I will never bring up my price for them because they're family. But at the same time, if it's someone newer, just because like I hold my value, I know I'm great. I know I'm a great coach. I'm not being cocky. I've just been doing it for a long time, 8 years. Um, so you have to continually build your value. And even still, like the more years of experience, the more I don't even think certs have anything to do with. I mean, yeah, you have to get your cert,
Yeah,
but it's like
definitely.
it's the grind, the time you put in with your clients, the time you put in going into seminars, like what we were talking about, and
Yeah,
you learning shit, and then clients are like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like
yeah.
Alex has changed over the past year. He's improving.
But they have no idea why. It's
Yeah.
because you're reinvesting. You're
Yep.
doing things that benefit your career,
Yep.
and you're making yourself more valuable
Yep.
by the day, dude.
And sometimes trainers even up their price every year,
Yeah.
even if it's like by $3, $4, $5. That you have to.
It's
up
funny.
it.
I didn't even know that was like a thing within the trainer world, that it's every like 6 months for you guys.
Yeah, well, it depends. Usually, like so, Axioms as an employee, sorry, they have their set rate, but depending if you're like an independent contractor and you're training clients, depending who the client is, I mean, there's a lot of different X and Y factors. But yeah, a lot of times they up their pricing because they know they're worth it and they know people will pay.
Yeah.
They know people will keep coming back, and that's one of the smartest ideas. But you, on the other hand, have to show them, hey, I'm worth this
Yeah.
much, because first off, you've been getting a lot of results. Yeah, I charged you dirt and I still got you results. And now you're exceeding your own results, getting way better. So now I got to up my price. And then it's kind of like a give and take relationship with you and your
definitely.
clients. You have to do that.
I think what one of the main issues with that is, though, is that, like how we talked earlier, how you build that relationship and it becomes a friendship, and now they think that price changes personal, when it's not, man. It's all business. It's a career. You're growing. Everybody's growing. I just see it like barbers, no techs. How many times they raise their price? I've never ever questioned my barber when he raises his price.
Yeah.
Man, I respect it. If I cannot afford it, then I will change a barber. And that's just me talking straight up. I will support you, though. I will support the grind. I will talk nothing but great things about you. But it's never personal, man.
Right.
It's never personal.
And it sucks too when you just start training, because every coach has been through this, to where they train somebody and they become their good friend.
Yes.
But at the same time, you have to, like, I'm friends with a lot of my clients, like a lot. But if there was ever a time to where I needed to change price or I'm training them, I put business first.
Yeah.
Like, even though they're my friend and we joke and stuff, when I go through that door and I train, my mind just switches.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this person is paying for a service for me to serve them. They're paying because they want results. So I always put that first. I always flip the switch.
Yes.
And then I give them 100%. Like, understandably, we're coaches. We're going to get 3 or 4 hours of sleep. But I always come in. I'm ready. Like, I'm awake. I'll make sure I'm awake. I'll make sure to drink. I don't care like how many tons of coffee it takes for me to give the client what they need. But you got to put that first. And then after their session, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But it's tough. You just, because they have to understand too, you're trying to put food on the table for you. You're trying to put a roof over your head. You're trying to pay bills. And I think they'll understand that. I think they get hurt at first because they're like, man, like Alex keeps changing.
I thought we were cool.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? Like, why do you keep changing your price? You're like, hey, like that's when you got to sit them down and be like, hey, look, like it's nothing personal. Like, I have to take care of X, Y, and Z. I have A, B, and C going on, And
like, I'm getting better, bro. Like, I'm getting better.
And on top of it, you've lost 20 pounds in the last 5 months. So give me a reason not to raise my price, and guarantee you they'll stay there quiet. Because I've had conversations like that, and their lips are closed.
Numbers don't lie, Roscoe. Numbers do not lie. If you're
they
showing,
never do.
Yep.
Like they'll stay quiet. They'll be like, "Oh fuck, he's right. All right, like he's worth it." It's part of the game, man.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think that's ever gonna change, man. That's just something. It's just life.
Yeah.
It's
everywhere. It is, and you'll get better. To tell you the truth, like you're a year and a half in, some of the clients that you will have now, you will not have in a year from now.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I've gone through a couple batches, man. I think 3 now, of like every 3 months I refresh on batch and I get like a lot of new heads, because people that got transformations, they get comfort. they get comfort at the baby gains after 3 months, and they let go for a little bit. And
Some of those people will come back.
yeah, some of them, yeah, and some of them already tried, and no,
Yeah.
the price went up 3 months ago, bro.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
like it's funny. You can't. I mean, if you have the discipline to
Yeah.
like go off and do the thing that
Yes,
you
by all
taught
means,
them.
because you do need a break, dude.
Yeah.
You do need a break, and
Yeah.
that's something that I think many people misinterpret. They think that we go all, as my program at least, where the type of style that we train, they think we go all year. No, man. I highly recommend a break from the gym. Like you said, man, go take a vacation, go enjoy your body, go
Yeah.
drink, have a margarita, do something.
Yeah.
But take a break. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and even like training's expensive, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like I always tell my clients, well, I don't know about you, but every time like I see a client, I always put in their head, I'm like, hey, listen, this is our goal. You want to lose X amount of weight in 6 months. That's fine. But what do you have planned afterwards? Like, we're gonna reach this goal.
Yep.
It's possible
Yep.
if it's doable. But what's gonna happen afterwards?
Yep.
And then they'll kind of sit on it for a while. And then I'll tell them, I'll be like, hey, listen, you're gonna train with me, but you're probably not gonna train with me forever. And I'll tell them that.
Same, yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh fuck, like And so I'll be like, the tools that I'm gonna give you, there's gonna be a point where you're not gonna train with me anymore. And I hope to God that you take the tools that I gave you and go and use those in the
Yeah,
gym, wherever you're at.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
our job is to make our clients better, whether if they're with us or without us, or even
Exactly.
with like another trainer.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You
Like
know?
I tell my clients too, man. Like, hey, man, there's a certain point that I can take you to, and after that, if you reach that point, which nobody really does, because everybody, like I said, gets confirmed with the whole 3-month gains and then quits. But like I said, if any of my clients were to stick around and at one point they reach a level where it's like I'll be the first one, like, hey, man, you got to go seek like another trainer for that goal. I'm just very straight up and blunt with my clients.
Well, that's good. At least you're honest.
Yeah,
Not a lot
definitely.
because a lot of trainers bullshit.
Yeah,
They'll
they
be
try
like,
to they try to keep
they'll
them
be
as
like,
long
yeah,
as
yeah, I know that.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I
And
can
then
get you there.
in the back of their head, they don't
They're
know
like,
fucking
yeah.
jack shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because I see you with your transformation, dude. Your clients look good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
what do you tell them? Like, what do you do?
Dude, so a lot of people like DM me on Instagram asking me like, hey, dude, like, what's your guys' diet? What's your guys' training? I even have people, other trainers try to send in their girls, bro, to try to get like a session to see what we got going on over there.
What?
Yeah, y'all think y'all slick, but I see y'all.
Fucking crows.
Yeah, bro, but that's the thing, man. I'm not gonna hide anything, man.
Yeah.
The reason why my program is pretty successful is because I find people that are ready. I have turned down people. Like I said, I don't need anybody's money, man. When it comes to my program, I specifically look and hunt down people that are ready. There's a lot of people who have came in, dude, and they weren't ready and they failed.
What do you mean?
I have clients that came in, tried the program, and their commitment's just not there, man. They're not ready. They got the party scene going on.
Oh, it's a disciplinary
Yes,
issue.
they have emotional, toxic relationships with their ex or with family members,
Fuck.
and they're just not mentally ready. Which I say all the time, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, because at one point, when I first started training with a trainer, I failed, dude. I lasted like 3-4 months because I wanted to party hard, work hard, party harder.
Yeah.
Type mentality.
I used to have that mentality.
Yeah, I failed, and then I didn't get it right until the second time. So I understand, man. There's no judgment zone. I'm not saying like, oh, if you're not ready, fuck you, But no, it's not like that. But it's just like, hey, man, where I'm headed right now, what we stand for, it's right now. It's if you're ready right now, come talk to me. But if you're not, let me know when. Like, come when you're ready. Don't just try to jump in.
That's actually kind of smart, because a lot of people that I've trained, they'll come in and I'll try to do the best I can to help reach them. But then I see their Instagram and they're partying,
Mhm.
and then they come in 2 months later, they're like, I'm not getting results. I'm like, dude, like you're
What do you mean?
like I see your story. Like you're up till 4 a.m.
Yeah,
and then
no
you're fucking
sleep.
you're eating at a hot dog stand. Like what the fuck?
3
are you
a.m. in
doing?
LA.
Yeah, I was like, what are
you're
you?
upset over
Like,
your
it's like,
numbers.
and then you're telling me you're not getting results. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I only see you 2 hours a week, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know? No, I totally get it. That's a smart approach.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a lot of your clients lose weight. I've seen a lot of your clients get better. Even some, they'll come in early. They'll get on the stair stepper. They'll do cardio. They'll do your workout, and then they'll do stair stepper or do some type of like walking or something.
Yeah,
these people are after it.
It's 5 minutes blood flow. Shout out to Mitch. He knows that blood flow thing before the gym. Then we do our weight training, and then we finish off with some cardio. If they're cutting down, if they're bulking, then just let them go home.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, successful only because I got clients who are willing to pay the price right now, and that's work talking, not financial.
Yeah. I'd rather have that too. It's kind of like, the money's always going to be there.
It makes it exciting, dude. It makes it thrill because you're seeing people change, man. You start to see jawlines. You start to see glutes pop up.
Yeah.
These girls that walk in sometimes with no glutes and just come in with glutes out of nowhere, and they're hyped.
Not only that, they're all perky. They get confident. They walk in like, hey, I'm the fucking shit now, bitches.
Yeah, man.
Like, what?
I don't know how many times I've walked into that cave room we got and just see the girl clients just like literally shaking their butt or like dancing in front of the mirror, and it's so happy, like, bro, it makes me so happy to see that.
Well,
man.
they're confident in themselves.
Yeah, it's so.
They were once in a point to where they weren't confident in themselves, and then now it's just like, hey, like I'm happy with who I am now. Like I'm so proud because I've been working with Alex, or I am where I am today. So like. It shows a confidence boost, you know?
Definitely.
So it's always a good feeling like that.
Yeah.
You know, like as a coach too, that's happened to me plenty of times. And it kind of like puts a smile on your face. It's like this is why I do this.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like,
it's a rush, man. It's a high. It's a natural high that I get.
No, it is. Like you can, like you said, going back to the line work, you can make 6 figures doing that. I would rather live in my car and make somebody happy and make their day well. Like when it comes to it, I've had money, and then there's been times where I haven't had money. You know, there's been times where I've lived off like eggs and oatmeal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I've lived that. Yeah. I used to live that. But at the same time, when I go to work and I'm having a shit day and a client tells me something happy, my mood changes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's a reminder. Like, this is why I'm doing this. Stick with it because you're fucking good at it.
Yeah.
You know, like you change people's lives. You give clients a confidence boost, you know. You start becoming friends with clients and stuff like that too.
I think definitely one of the most like craziest things that I realized, like now that I've been working in this industry, is how much of an impact the gym and your motivation as a trainer can impact another person in their career.
Yeah.
Like, dude, these people, like, I wake up to text messages all the time. Like, yo, dude, I feel amazing at work.
Yeah.
I got promoted. Like,
I talked to a girl. I talked to a guy. Like, I got somebody's number.
Yes, exactly. Like, things are changing for the positive way. And you're just like, yeah, man, like, I told you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, dude, when they come in for a consultation, I do tell them, like, hey, the body transformation is just a perk, dude. I promise you your money back if your life does not change in general with your relationship, work, your mood throughout the day, your perspective in life. If it does not change, I will refund your money back. And dude, that's...
Fuck.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah. you got to gamble. You got to gamble on yourself.
I've never done that. Fuck, you're taking more risks than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, have you ever had? Because it's crazy how you talk about like toxic relationships. Have you ever had anybody's like boyfriend?
Oh, it's about to get real. It's about to get real. Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody's boyfriend stalk you or anything?
Till this day, I have multiple, because I train some clients with baby daddies. Dude, you
train all girls, right?
Yeah,
you don't train guys?
No, I don't train guys.
Wait, why is that?
All right, so I don't train guys. I sound so cocky, man. Like, oh, I don't train guys, only girls.
Everybody has their perks.
Yeah, it's one, dude. I left the Army to do what I really wanted to do. Like, I am like the way I dress, the way my program runs, the fact that I only train girls, I do what I want. because I don't want to put up with certain things. That's why I left the army, because I don't want to put up with certain things. So rewind. I don't want to put up with ego, dude. There's a lot of ego when you train guys. They take a lot of stuff personal.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're not compatible, dude. Especially the people that I know, the guys that I know. We're all alphas, man. I hang out with nothing but alphas.
Yeah.
So
especially at the gym, and there's times where I'll like, I'm like, okay, who's fucking swinging the biggest dick today? Like, yo, it's literally like that. There's times at Axioms where everybody's testosterone is
it's
fucking,
just so high,
I'm
bro,
like,
and you're like,
oh shit, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? But no, man, girls they just do it, man. They no questions asked. Just do it. And I love that. And not only that, man, AVO, my brand, my company, whatever you want to call it, it's all about women empowerment. It's all about women empowerment. It's dedicated to my mother. It's dedicated to my sister. Because females were the only ones that had my back at the end of the day, growing up. My mom. So yeah, so that's kind of one. Ego is the reason why I don't train guys, but then also my program is kind of based of women empowerment roots. So yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I had one client. I've only had this once, to where a client's boyfriend came in with her. And so when I train girls with boyfriends, I always try to make sure the boyfriend's comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm always friendly to him, always make eye contact. Like, there's coaches out there that are fucking douchebags, and they try to bang the girl when she has a boyfriend. I'm never like that, because that's karma. Going back to the karma, like that bites you in the ass. So I'm always friendly. I'm always friendly to everybody. And there's this girl who brought in her boyfriend. Nice dude. Shook his hand, gave him a firm handshake. And she was training with me, and then I was like, hey, you want to train with us? He's like, really? I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take you through a workout, dude. And me and him were laughing it up. Like, I was training him, and then I wasn't training the girl. So it's like that same dude, he would come in with his girlfriend, and he would like eye me. I'm like, bro, like, I was trying to be cool to you.
Yeah.
And she texted me. She sends me this text, and she says, hey, I'm not gonna be able to train with you anymore. Because you know, my boyfriend, he's always nagging me, and you know, he says that like I'm always gone, and you know, and stuff like that. And he just says he thinks that I have a thing for you and stuff. And I'm like, if he wants to train with us, have him train with us. Like, I have nothing to hide. I'm not that guy that's gonna do that. That will sleep with a girl who has a boyfriend. Like, that's not me. That kills my character.
Yeah, of course. The character and the reputation, dude. You do not want to be known as a trainer who like, you know, a good trainer out there. He knows who he is. A good trainer out there once told me, dude, do not either sleep with your client or hit on these clients, man. Do not. You will get burnt out. You will get burnt out, and your reputation, bro, as a trainer is really big. And at the end of the day, I'm all about business, bro. I'm all about business.
Comes first.
And insecurities. I cannot control your boyfriend's insecurities, man.
Oh, I hate that.
I cannot.
Like, first of all, some dudes need to get a fucking grip. Because first off, if your boyfriend or girlfriend has a problem with you training with the other sex, they have an insecurity
big red
problem.
flag. Big red flag.
That's a huge red flag, and they have an insecurity problem. Like, you should not be in that. Like, if I had a girl, I think it's different. Like, if I had a girlfriend, and she wanted to train with like another dude, I wouldn't care, but I'd be like, hey, I'm a trainer.
I'm a trainer.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, but if I was a regular dude, if I was a regular dude, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Like, I don't care.
Keep pursuing your goals. Yeah, I trust you.
Like,
I trust you. Yeah, I trust you.
No, like, you know, you can't be fucking insecure and be a little bitch and fucking always texting and going to the gym and eyeballing the trainer, dude, just to see what they're doing.
There's guys that park in the parking lot, dude. Yeah.
That is ridiculous. Those guys are betas. Fucking betas.
Or like, you know, there's no secret that we're very 420 friendly around here. Even just smoking a joint, bro, with the client, like, they take that personal. Like, bro, I'm smoking a J, bro.
Yeah. Or like when I'll stay and I'll talk to a client and her boyfriend's there.
Yes.
He's like, what was that about?
Like, what do
I'm
you mean? We're talking
like-
about your meal plan.
It's like, what do you, dude? Like, fucking chill out.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like guys get so insecure. Girls
Yeah.
do too when their boyfriend trains with a girl. That's not as common.
Yeah, that's not as common.
It's mostly when women train with guys, and then the boyfriends act all fucking like a little pussy, and they have the insecurities high and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they need to change that, dude. You got to be comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
if you're so insecure, fucking hit the gym and look good.
Yeah.
You know, like look good
or
for
like,
your
man,
girl.
join your girl. I'll give you guys a good special, a 2-for-1.
You know, and at the end of the day, you'll make friends with with the trainer.
Yeah,
who
dude,
knows? Like,
like-
you guys might hit it off better than your
Than
girlfriend.
your girlfriend. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I might
know
kick
what
it
I'm
with
saying?
you
Yeah.
after this training session.
Yeah, you know, so that's another
man.
thing.
It sucks.
dude.
It sucks to see, man. It sucks to see because you see, like, hey, man, like, you guys have been together for how long? You guys are wasting your time.
Yeah.
You guys fix it right now, or this is
It's-
gonna translate to something else.
It goes full circle. It's the same fucking cycle all over
Mhm.
again. You know, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
Hey, what about dating as a trainer, dude? How has that gone for you? Because you do sacrifice your love life in this career.
what do you mean dating as having a girlfriend and training at the same time?
Like, bro, they girls are insecure too.
Yup.
Girls are insecure,
Yup,
bro.
Like, I'll get a girl, and I'm not gonna lie, she's like, I don't. So for me, I don't check girls out. Like, I don't. I think that's disrespectful. I'll, like, if I see somebody, I'll be like, oh, he's good looking, she's good looking.
yeah,
you know,
but
like,
that's it, dude.
yeah.
and
So
yeah.
I've dated some girls, and they're like, who's that girl? Is she gonna be your new client? I'm like, yeah, she's gonna be paying for our dinners when I
Yeah.
take you out. Like, you better fucking believe she's gonna be
Yeah.
our new client. You
Yeah.
know, I think you just gotta set them straight. Just be like, hey, look, you gotta trust me. Remember that talk we had? It's kind of like, in the beginning, you have to have that talk when you're dating with somebody, and they have to get your trust from day one. I'm not this person. I only do this because I like it.
Yeah.
The most of the people that do training, though, they are female. You know, they are female. They're the ones who mostly have trainers, you know. So I mean, I really don't know what to kind of tell you, except that, one, like, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I'm
all
with
good.
you.
Don't worry about it.
Fucking banging it.
Just-
Like,
just
I'm with
slam
you,
it
and
down.
I'm only with you. Just know that if I'm training somebody, it's because I love my job, and it's because it's for us, and it's to help us financially too. If I'm with a girl, you know, you just gotta tell them from square one, like, how it is, and then they should be able to trust you. If they don't trust you, then they have an insecurity issue on their own thing, and they have to deal with it, or you got to help them through with
Definitely.
it. But it's tough, dude. Like, even with that sit down, they'll even freak out. Like, they'll have bad days, and they'll be like, are you training her again? Are you training her again? When is she coming back?
Or like,
Let me see your text messages.
Oh, you put it on your story, bro.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
How do you think this marketing works?
Yeah, it's like, have you seen my other stories
Yeah,
with all
with
my
all
other
women?
clients?
Oh,
Of course, you're
but-
gonna point out that fucking one.
But why? But why was the camera on her glutes? Because it was glute day.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah. It's like, that promotes. You know, it's
Yeah.
not. They shouldn't take it personally.
It's
They
not.
can't.
It's not, man.
You
I'm
know?
showing a workout. If you take it a whole different way, that's kind of your problem.
Yep. You got to
And,
set them straight from square one. Hey, this is how it is. This is what I do for a living. You kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna have to move on, because I'm getting older.
Yeah.
So I'm almost 30. I want to accomplish so much in my life, and I don't have time to deal with, like, little girl bullshit.
It's crazy. You feel that way at that age, and I feel this way at 24.
Dude, at 24,
Yeah,
I was
I
fucking.
feel-
Wait,
nah,
where was
man,
it? How old am I? 28? 24.
I think because I'm a dad, bro. I think because I'm a dad,
yeah,
man.
that
And,
changes.
Yeah, it changes, man. I can't be just talking to random ass girls anymore.
Yeah.
You know, or like just
Yeah.
I said too much. Hey,
when-
edit that. Edit that.
No,
Let's go.
fucking, we don't edit shit here, dude. Everything's raw.
Exception.
Everything's fucking raw on
yeah,
this show.
man. I just
When I was 24, I just gotten into a new relationship. I was actually working with you, Roscoe, at LA Fitness still.
Oh yeah.
And I was still dicking around, you know, like, you put up with different shit. It's a different kind of maturity. you mature every year, but I think now, since I'm almost 30, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to get accomplished.
Mhm.
And I don't have time to deal with bullshit anymore. Like going back, they have to either deal with it or it's on to the next one. I'm going to find somebody who can deal with it, who is secure with themselves, and who's going to support me no matter what, you know? Some of the girls I dated, they would say it, but their actions wouldn't
Oh
show it.
yes.
You know,
Women,
like,
please do not say
Yeah.
stuff and show other
Yeah,
with
like,
your
they'd be like,
actions, bro.
You're
Your
good. You're
actions.
such a good trainer, babe. And then next day, you're fucking training her. What did you just tell me last night? Like, what? What are you
Yep.
doing?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
It's you gotta. It's that's a
Yeah.
double-edged sword,
Yeah.
man. It's like that's something you kind of have to deal with too. Honestly, though, like right now where I'm at, since I'm single, I focus on myself. If something happens, something happens.
Definitely.
You know. But you, on the other hand, yeah, you're a dad. So that does change. Like you have your son to take care of. You
Yeah, and it's
don't
not
have
even
time to
like,
deal with
oh, this
bullshit.
dude wants something serious right now. No, it's not even like that. Like, first of all, I don't look for anybody. I don't look for love.
I used to.
But if it,
I was one of those
yeah,
suckers.
bro. Oh yeah.
Dude.
I think everybody does, dude.
Yeah.
And it takes a
I used
real
to
man.
chase girls.
Yeah, it takes a real man to admit it, dude. So,
Yeah.
whoever's not telling you is a capping is a simp. But-
I barely learned what simp was.
Yeah, simp.
Are you that old?
Well, no, simp means that you're sorry for a woman. Is that what it means? Is that what simp means? Did you have to go out? You okay, bro? Tyler, you good, dude? Oh, everybody listening, Alex has a son, Tyler. Cute kid.
And he's emotional right now. Emotional.
No. So simp means that you're sorry over a woman, or
no.
Wait,
Simp
what does that
means
mean?
you're over emotional and you drop your business and you drop your energy for a woman. That's
Fuck
a simp.
that.
Never drop your
Fuck
energy.
that.
Never, ever.
No,
ever.
see, that's too much, dude.
Yeah. When it affects your life financially, emotionally, and your peace, that's simp. That's simp, man. Yeah.
I've been there in my
Yeah.
first relationship.
Oh yeah, I think we all
in my
simp
first,
before.
I think every
in my
guy's been
first
there. Let's be honest
relationship,
here.
like I've dropped everything. A girl's
Yeah.
like, there's this girl I was dating, and she's like, I don't know, I don't like you training. You know, I don't think it's gonna work out. Maybe you should work with my dad. Maybe you should do this. You should drop this.
Dude, when you told me that, yeah, man.
I was like-
women or something else.
And then
Women-
I'm like, that fucked with my head. I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe she's right. Like, we've been together for so long. All right, like let's give it a try. And then I'll think about it. I'm like, wait a minute. No, this girl's fucking with me, you know? So
Yeah.
I'll have a totally different mindset. But I mean, it comes with age, dude.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you mature over time. You know what you want. You know you don't gotta deal with bullshit.
Yeah, and
But
you
even
kind
still-
of read past the BS too.
Well, even
Yeah.
guys my age, like I know a guy who's 30 years old and he still deals with that bullshit. He still deals with like being tied down to women, and whatever they tell him to do, he does it. He'll fall on his hands and knees for it. Like he's
Like drop everything.
Yeah, like I know a lot of guys that are like that.
The problem with that is you just never know if that's gonna last forever. And when it does end, you're gonna look back and you're gonna realize that you dropped a lot of opportunities, you closed a lot of doors, you didn't take advantage of a lot of time that you had. Not necessarily saying, oh, don't be in a relationship, but no, know your worth. Handle your business.
Yep.
Do not close out on anything because of another
You know what's
person.
funny is you say that because like there's been times too, my past relationships, to where they're like, come on, like you don't have to do that. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
come,
do-
let's do
yes,
this
yes.
instead or whatever. I'm like, all right, she's right.
Yeah.
Like I need a break or I
Mhm.
need to do this instead. And now I think about it, I'm like, fuck, what was I thinking?
Yep,
Dude? I was a fucking idiot. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't
Don't get me wrong, by all means, man. Like, yeah, it takes
if you have a
some time.
relationship, take care of your stuff.
yeah,
But at the
but
same
don't let it.
don't let it
yeah,
affect your
affect you,
work
yeah.
drive or what you're trying to
Your goals,
your goals in life.
yeah.
Because even though you do share a life with somebody, individually you have to
You
take
have
care
your
of
own.
yourself. Yeah.
You have your own, to take care of.
Like she does too, or he does, or whoever the relationship is. Like,
I honestly think, dude, that it collapses when only one person has the goals.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
Because I have met couples, dude, where they both have their own thing going on. And it works great because they both have their thing.
yeah.
But I've started to realize that it's always where it's one-sided, dude. one side, the one person has the potential and is working on it, and the other person has insecurities.
And they fucking drag the
they
other
drag
person.
it like, don't
They're
go,
like, yeah,
like, don't.
They tug on
Don't
you,
grow.
bro. Yeah,
Don't grow. Yeah.
It's fuck. That's
Dude,
a good
I
one.
have-
Don't,
I-
that should
yeah.
be a meme.
I have guys, dude. I have guys that tell some of my girls on the clientele, skip the gym, skip the gym, or like, oh, one beer won't hurt.
Yeah.
And then that's, dude, my clients have told me, like, dude, I tell them straight up, are you a trainer? Are you a trainer?
Do you know what it's
Do you know
like?
what it's
Like,
like
do you
to
know-
drink and mess up your metabolism, your diet, set everything off?
No,
you know?
yeah. Well, you work so hard to get to where you're
Now
at. You
gonna
don't want to
break
fuck
the
it up.
system. You're gonna break the program. What? Because of your one night?
You're right, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's their boyfriend, bro. We're not talking about a random guy. That's their boyfriend. That's their partner.
insecurity.
That's their support
guys
system.
being bitches.
Yeah, if your support system is like that, bro, you got to dip. You got to
Yeah.
dip.
Like, if anything, like, if you want your girl or your boyfriend to leave, treat him like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead. But to be honest, if you like, babe, like, no, you're trying to do this, you're trying to get this and this results, don't do it. They'll be like, wow, like, he fucking cares. Like, he cares about where I want to go and stuff
Yeah,
like
he
that.
supports-
They'll
yeah.
love you even more. Like,
Yeah,
even if you have a guy
definitely.
trainer, babe, you missed your appointment. Like, I train a girl, and her and I talk about a boyfriend, and she's like, I almost slept in today, but Vince woke me up. She's like, hey, you got to be with Alex today.
Vince, you a real one, man. if you
Like,
listen,
you
you're a real
gotta
one.
go with Alex.
Yep.
You know, like,
Yep.
you're gonna be late. You know, those kind of guys are the dudes that
That really
hold-
want to see you
Yeah.
win, bro. They
Yeah,
really want to
do.
see you
They
win.
love you for who you are. They have no insecurities.
Yeah.
You know, they're those are the guys. Those are the fucking guys
Yep.
that are high up on the pedestal, not those insecure people who fucking drag you down.
Mhm.
Oh, you're seeing him again? Like, don't be that
Don't be
bitch.
that person, bro.
Don't be that bitch.
Don't be
Like,
that person.
Don't say that.
Don't try to drag somebody because you're insecure, man.
Yeah, dude, it happens too much too, especially nowadays, like Instagram.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
bro.
dude, it fucking that's
bro.
all. That's more than what it was in 2010.
Yeah.
Because in 2010, Instagram barely came out, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was just out of high school, and we didn't even have that. We didn't have that. Now I see it. Insecurities are
Yeah.
all time high.
Yeah.
You know, because people see other people, or follow other people, or
Mhm.
certain
Just by a
things.
follow, bro. Guys trip over a follow.
Yo.
Bro, I have girls and
Yes.
bro, I have girls
Yes.
that unfollow me and follow me, unfollow me, follow me. And that just tells me one thing, man. They're getting back with their ex, and it's not looking so good in that insecurity field.
Well, I used to do that too. I'm not gonna lie, like, all this shit that we're talking about,
Yeah.
I used to do because when you're young, dude, your ego is super high, your
Yes,
testosterone,
dude.
you think you're the
Yeah,
shit, you
yeah.
think you can fuck everybody up.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, bro, I don't want to fight. Like, I'll
No,
run,
no, dude,
I'll
no.
run away.
Like-
Like, if you try to fight me, I will fucking run away. Like, I'm not fighting your ass. Like, I hate
no,
fighting.
yo,
You know, like,
you're gonna mess up my pretty face, bro, and I can't show up to work like
I don't
that.
even
Now
give a
it's
shit. I
costing
got
me money.
fake teeth, dude. I can't.
What? I didn't even know
Yeah,
that, bro.
dude.
I didn't even know that.
These four teeth are fake.
Wait, what happened?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, you told me you fell. You fell at.
Well,
no?
okay.
Oh, that
so-
was your jaw. That was your jaw.
No, my jaw, I got jumped.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so
I had
Oh, you
no
didn't
idea
know
about
that?
this. I had no
Dude,
idea
no.
about this.
I was at a party. Side note, I was at a party, and one of my buddies is getting jumped, and this is how good of a friend I am. And one of my buddies is getting jumped, and I'm like, oh shit. So I run in there. I run in the fucking lion's den for this guy. I push him out, and they start jumping.
And I take
me.
his place.
Yeah, and they start jumping me.
You just armadillo.
No, I don't fall. So I've never fell, but somebody kicked me so hard that my jaw went out of line. And it's not aligned still. It's still cracked sometimes. I went to the doctor and everything. They're like, yeah, your jaw's a little slight to the left. I'm like, fuck. That's on a side note. But my teeth, it happened during wrestling, and then like stupid fights when I was young, when I had an egotistical problem. Like,
Dude.
it was just dumb shit. And then after I went to my my guy for my teeth, he's like, can't do that. I was like, I know. You know, so it's like, yeah, that's how I have like
Yeah.
this shit going on with me.
I had no idea you had fake teeth.
Yeah,
Bro, me neither.
yo,
None
yeah.
whatsoever.
These are all like, they're sanded down, and they put this like it's not veneers. What do you call it? You put like they put like cream or something in it. It molds.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
so they put this stuff. I'm having a brain fart, but they sand down your tooth to make it a little smoother, and then they put the mold on it, and then it kind of molds, like it sticks. It's like clay. You know how clay hardens?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that for your teeth.
Did it
And
hurt?
Well, like,
The process?
oh fuck yeah, they
Oh,
grind down
damn.
your teeth.
Oh,
And it's
Oh,
kinda
I don't
like-
even want to talk about
Dude,
it no more.
no,
That's
they grind down your teeth.
I can
Have you ever-
hear the
have-
dentist drill right
No,
now.
have you ever eaten ice cream and gotten like that cold feeling?
No.
And, yo,
Mm.
try having
Teeth
that.
goosebumps?
Yeah,
Oh my
but it
goodness,
hurts.
no.
It
Yeah.
fucking hurts. Try having that for at least 20, 30 minutes each tooth.
Nah.
Oh,
It
nope.
sucks.
No.
And the nerves
No.
are exposed.
No.
So I was
No.
sitting in the chair just gripping it, and I'm drooling. I look like an idiot. I'm drooling on my
Like an
drooling-
anime character?
Yeah, I'm like "Ugh," like my tongue's out. I'm
Yeah.
drooling all over the place. I look like a mess, and I have teeth that are exposed, and the nerves are exposed. So everything, I can feel the air.
They
and
didn't
it
give you any
hurts.
like
Anesthesia or
anesthesia or
something?
anything like that?
No.
Did you smoke or something?
Well, he gave me a shot in my
Oh yeah,
in my
they
gun,
always miss the first one.
but it didn't work. And he's like, "Can you feel it?" I was like, "Yeah," because I couldn't like I couldn't talk.
he
or
probably just
anything.
shot your tongue and not like the actual like.
No,
air that
he
was
shot my
drilling.
gum, but it hurt so much
yeah,
that
dude, that
You could
needle
still
running
feel it
was-
through the
yeah,
gum?
it didn't
Oh
even
my goodness.
do that.
Mm.
But yeah, I have
That's dope.
fake teeth.
That's
My
dope.
jaw's all messed up. I got
Ego, man. Ego.
Well, that's what happens when
yeah.
you're young.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, that ego can get you in some dangerous places, man.
yeah.
Dangerous
I mean, we
places.
all
Some
grow up-
different, some dangerous situations. There
We
you
all
go.
grow up. Some of us don't, though, and that's what's kind of sad. Because you still have people who are 40 years old and they're still in the same place doing the same thing, and they're not. I mean, they may be rich and like drive a flashy car or whatever, be good financially, but mentally they're the same person. You know,
Yeah.
they don't grow
Yeah.
up, and I think that's more important than money. You need to kind of grow up as a person and kind of see things in a different point of view,
Yeah.
and not be egotistical, and kind of leave your ego at the door, and just don't be a
Yeah.
douche.
Yeah,
you know, you
definitely.
can't do that. Like that's why I'm not like that. I changed.
Yeah.
And it was honestly a good thing. I don't know when exactly I changed, but something just clicked to where I'm like, I can't act like this anymore. Like I have a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I can't act
Yeah.
that way. I'm not gonna get anywhere in life
Yeah.
when I act like that. So
yeah. Getting out of character. Definitely not.
oh yeah. And then
Yeah.
once I change, I think even it helps your business.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
definitely,
Like
definitely.
it helps training. It helps my personal relationships with everybody else. I'm kinder to everybody. I'm nicer to everybody. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm just overall a happier person. You know,
That's dope, man.
just because I don't
Yeah.
have that ego or that chip on my shoulder. You know.
Yeah, and it takes courage, bro, to be able to admit that. Cause not like I
Oh,
said,
dude,
people,
yeah.
people will not admit.
Yeah, no, bro,
Yeah.
no, that's not me, bro.
That's not me, bro.
That's-
Never. Nah,
yeah, never.
I'm built different.
Shut the fuck up,
I'm built
you tool.
different.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Like,
Chad.
yeah,
Yeah.
typical douche name.
Typical douche.
I had a boss named Chad.
Bro,
It's so funny.
yeah.
And I feel like Kyle's more of a douche name.
Kyle?
Oh,
Chad,
fuck.
they
I
go
hope
at it.
I hope none of those like. I have like 20 DMs from Chads. I'm not a douche, bro.
I'm not a douchebag, bro. Thanks for burning me
Oh
out.
fuck.
Sorry about that in advance.
No, it's all good, but you know, you can't act like that. That's not the way to go. You know, as a person. You know, so I mean, luckily, I'm in a place where I'm at where I'm super open. Like I admit my faults, and I think that shows who you are as a bigger person too. You know, you have to admit your faults at the end of the day.
Definitely.
If you don't, you still got an ego problem, and you need to fix it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
I mean, yeah. So it's a growing phase, man. And to be honest with you, I see you growing a lot every single day. Like I pay attention to you. I pay attention to Jack. I pay attention to Joe, Josh. I pay attention to everybody. And one thing about you that sticks out is your work ethic and your maturity for your age. You know, like between you and Jack, for your guys' age, dude, no one that I know that age comes close to you guys. You know, and you guys have your own different reasons of why you act the way you are, but at the same time, you guys are killing it. You know, you guys are fucking killing it. You're on another level when it comes to training. Like you're on your shit. Like I see you there at 5 a.m. every single morning. I see you leave at 8 p.m. every single night. Like you crush it.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's all for this little guy, huh, Tyler? Yeah.
A little sad right now. I'm trying to get some ice cream.
Yo, he's like, hey, Dad, hurry up. Thrifties is closing
in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm looking at my Superman watch, and
we got 20 minutes, man.
The Superman symbol reaches 12. We have to go, Dad.
Nah, man. I appreciate it, dude. One thing for starters is I don't get too high off the compliments. Because I don't take compliments like as a high, like a lot of people do. And I don't take any like disses or like complaints or like any bad negative energy. Just I keep it equal. But I do appreciate, man, because you are an amazing coach. You are an amazing person. Now that I've gotten to know you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. But no, man, like I said, man, I was in a totally different position a year and a half ago, dude. Like I said, I was literally sleeping in my car, and I was just looking for an opportunity to grind. Once Axioms gave me the green light, bro, it was game over.
And now look, you have an apartment in Anaheim Hills.
Yeah, now
like, you ever look back on that and you're like,
yes, dude. Last night, I was sleeping in my bed with my little boy, bro, and I literally think to myself, I was thinking about that situation, just laying down in my own place with my kid last year on my mom's sofa, bro. On my mom's sofa with my kid sleeping, and I literally just looked at him. I was like, man, like I promise, bro, it's gonna change.
Yeah,
soon.
like Dad's gonna fix it.
Yeah, like I got you, bro. Like
I
fell. Don't get me wrong, dude. Like I've been about my shit ever since I graduated high school. But the thing is that when you come from a broke background and you finally get a paycheck, you think like, oh, I'm never gonna go broke again. But no, bro. Like to me, it happened right away, and very, very like an early stage. Like I was good first 4 years in the Army, got out, had a job. Like I was cool. I was chilling, dude. Everything. I had my car, 2015. We were cool. We were chilling. And bro, I made some bad decisions.
Everybody has.
I was in a bad environment when it comes to friends. Toxic environment. At one point I was truly an alcoholic. And it takes a lot to be able to say that, bro, because not everybody takes it now as like, oh, turn up, let's drink.
Yeah.
But sometimes, those people do have alcoholic problems or traits. And it got to the point where it got me into a position financially where it made me really uncomfortable. Really, really, really uncomfortable. And like I said, bro, you grow when you're uncomfortable. And if I didn't go through that, bro, I wouldn't be here as blessed as I am right now.
Well, I've been there, like not to the T. Me growing up. So my dad, he was an alcoholic, and so the way I grew up in a very hostile home. So my dad, he used to beat the fuck out of me, like domestic violence stuff. So he used to beat the shit out of my mom. And then he used to...
Bro, how like, I know that's traumatizing. Like, how would that make you feel, like, as a kid, dude? Seeing your dad, your protector, your hero. Like, see, it's a different one. It's like a little spanking for something you did, bro.
Yeah.
But for some shit like that, like, how did you feel as a little kid,
I
bro?
don't remember. My dad, he was just in and out of jail, deadbeat. But, like, this happened when I was young. And I remember it happening throughout many years until I was, like, a sophomore in high school. No. Maybe like a freshman in high school. Dude, he used to come home sometimes because he used to work at Costco, and he was a manager of like the gas stations, and it wasn't a bad job. They paid kind of really well.
Yeah.
But he did have an alcohol problem, or when he'd have like a bad day, he would beat the fuck out of my mom, and then I would try to like help her. And I remember him beating the shit out of me. Sometimes my dad would beat me so bad that I couldn't go to school. Like, or I'd go to school and I was limping, and my teachers asked me what happened. I'd have to say I fell.
Yeah.
So that's the environment I grew up in. They did okay. Like, my parents did what they could, and they gave me what they could. The reason why I'm like Orange County is my home is because I don't think about my childhood. Like, where I'm at now, I'm forever grateful. Like, I live in a house in Anaheim Hills because like, dude, my childhood was rough. Like, I got beat And like to your question, it kind of sucked. Like as a kid, you don't know who to look up to when you're a kid.
When the
You watch
dudes-
like
yeah.
you watch like superhero movies, and you're like, oh, I want to be like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know, like I
yeah.
want to be like Superman or
Yeah.
Batman or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Did
a
you
lot-
ever catch yourself looking at other kids' parents?
yeah,
And yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
and I'm
one-
like, dude,
yeah.
you have like, I was like, I don't know, Bobby, like you have a cool
Yeah,
dad, like he's
yeah,
awesome. I want
yeah.
to stay at your house.
Why
like,
is your dad so cool with you, man?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
yeah.
I'd have to go home to a fucking beating. Like my dad was in and out of jail. He'd come back out of jail and he'd be so pissed that he used to
That he
beat
was a
me.
Joe.
Yeah, and then he used to go
Ah,
back.
damn.
You know, like so. I'll give you a story. I was playing with my friend Robbie. I had this guy Robbie. He was my buddy, and we were playing handball in our front yard. And my dad goes, "I don't want you guys hitting the window." And so I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, got it.
Say less,
Understood.
yeah.
Understood. Yes, sir." I sometimes call my dad sir.
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't hit the window." I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I hit the window.
Damn.
And
You
he-
knew. You
yeah,
knew
and
instantly.
I was like, "Oh fuck,
Bro,
man.
your
I
heart
hope he didn't
dropped,
hear
huh?
it."
Your
Yeah, I
heart
hope
dropped.
he didn't. Like
Yeah.
he was in the back watering or doing something, but my heart sank. I'm like, I hope he didn't hear it. I hope he didn't hear
Yeah,
it. And he
dude.
comes back. He's like, "What the fuck did I just say?" And my buddy Robbie, I see backs up, and my dad he beat the fuck out of me in front of my friend. He
Jesus.
gave me 2 black eyes. He kicked me in the leg so hard I couldn't walk. And I remember my mom coming out and she was screaming. She's like, "Leave him alone." And he would tell her to shut the fuck up and go inside. And she's like, "I'd call the cops." And he's like, "I don't care." So that's the kind of like, that was my
Yeah.
childhood. But like for me, looking back on that, like for you, I'm glad that that happened to me because kids this day and age, like first of all, no one should ever do that to their kid ever. Like for whatever reason, you never put your hand on your kids.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
never. But
Ever.
I think nowadays kids are a little softer. You know, like growing up with social media and dad's like, "Oh, whatever, son, you're okay." Like kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's like me, I'm glad I went through that because it taught me to be a tough motherfucker.
A
Like,
character. Yeah.
it taught me like,
Yeah.
yo, you better not put up with any type of shit. You know, like I didn't like my mind just works differently, you know, like it taught me how to treat others, how to not treat others, what I want in life, what I don't want in
Yeah.
life. I'm
and
glad.
and I bet it's definitely gonna have an impact on your relationship with
Oh,
your kid.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Like-
he's gonna benefit from that.
Oh
yeah,
fuck yeah.
Of course,
like
of course.
like that.
You're gonna be
like-
a softie, bro. You're gonna be a softie for your
Probably.
kid. And that's
Honestly-
fine. That's fine. bro.
Honestly,
I'm
like
a-
no, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like I'm glad I went through that. I'm glad in a way that
Yeah.
I went through that as a
Yeah.
kid because it showed
Yeah.
me, it taught me
Yeah.
how tough I need to be in the world. Dude, the world's gonna treat you like shit. Guess what? You gotta get
Yeah,
back up.
You gotta get up.
You're gonna have a bloody lip. You're gonna
Yeah.
have a messed up leg. You gotta get up and fucking work. You
Yeah.
don't complain about shit. You don't whine about shit. Like that's why that pisses sometimes like shit. Like when people whine and complain, it pisses me off.
about
It's
the
like,
little things.
yeah, I'm like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking don't
Like,
know.
yeah,
Suck it up and
yeah.
work.
Like these
get
little
your shit
variables are
done.
affecting you too
Yeah.
much, man. Yeah.
Like you what? So what? You got a bloody lip. You got a busted leg. Like you still got the other one. You got to get up and work. You got to get up and
Yeah.
do what it is that you
Yeah.
want to do and just work.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, it's crazy you say that, bro, because I learned that from my mom. So when I was growing up in Oceanside, it was like the ghetto area of Oceanside, and my mom got hit by a drive-by, bro. When I was about 7 years old, she got hit, and she till this day has a metal leg, dude. So during the winter, that metal gets cold.
yeah, it
and
affects her.
the nerves, bro.
Yeah.
So, bro, I would hear my mom crying in her room just because of cold weather, bro. I remember one time she came home and she was crying, and I was like, "Your leg hurts." She's like, "Yeah, but that's not why I'm crying." I was like, "Why are you crying?" She said, "Because they sent me home." Bro, they found my mom crying, making pallets at Amazon in the factory, crying because she was hurting, but she didn't want to go home. They told her, like, "Hey, you got to go home,"
Your
and she
mom's
didn't
a
want to
tough
go.
lady,
Bro. She
dude.
didn't want to go.
Your mom's a tough
Yeah,
lady.
but because she got to make, I didn't live with her at the time, but I know she has to make ends meet for my sisters. So when I hear the complaints, bro, and I hear the bitching,
Dude, yeah,
it
like,
heats me.
Yeah,
it heats
like
me because
that,
I'm like,
that
bro,
thing with your mom. Like people back then were old school, you know. Like
Yeah.
people had to suck it up. Like with your mom or
Yeah.
like with me or my mom, they had to suck it up, like dust it off and be like, all right, like this happened. Shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. I did not like it. I don't agree with it. But at the same time, I gotta take care of my shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta just strap up your boots and take care
Yeah.
of shit and handle it.
Yeah.
Like fucking whining and complaining, like
Like
doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah. Like when
Does not get you anywhere at all. And that's why I'm very glad that I grew up the way I did. Like my parents didn't have money, but we barely got by. It kind of sucked because when I was a kid too, like our cars got towed a lot. So sometimes I'd have to walk to school. You know, like with the whole thing with my dad, but like that's why I tell people, "Oh, where'd you grow up?" Orange County. Cuz that's where my actual home is. That's where my heart is. That's where my family is.
Yep.
Like my grandparents, they are my family. And I don't tell people that because I don't really like it's not that I don't care, but it never gets brought up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everybody thinks, oh, Alex grew up in Anaheim Hills. He lives this like richie. It's like, no, you don't know. Like
Yeah.
you taking it back to what we first talked about. Like you don't know what everybody's gone through.
Yeah.
Everybody has some type of story. Everybody's gone through something. So you have to be nice to everybody. You have to treat others with respect. Don't be a douche. Just be nice to everybody and it'll come back
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah. And I'm glad things are changing, bro. I'm starting to see that people are a little bit nicer now.
Yeah.
Well,
especially over like after this COVID thing and
people
everything
people realize real quick how
happening
vulnerable
going-
we are.
Yep.
Yep.
like everybody's a lot nicer.
Yeah.
So I just hope well for me, I know that every day I just try to be the nicest person I can possibly be. And that's it. Like we're not gonna all be perfect. Like I'm gonna have a bad day and I might snap at
Yeah,
somebody. And I'm not perfect either, but I'm sure as hell gonna try to be.
Yeah.
So it's like with me and you, those certain things changed us. A lot of people don't go through that. So a lot of people grow up and
They grow up a certain way, man.
Yeah.
They grow up a certain way. Characters,
Yeah.
man. But at the end of the day, again, you can't judge, bro.
Yep.
Because these dudes, either there was love missing at home or something happened, dude. It's why they're the way they are.
like insecurities.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, you are a douchebag, but I don't judge you for being a douchebag.
Yeah,
man.
it's
Like, I
kinda
don't know.
like-
I don't know what you want.
Dude, it's crazy you say that because now I'm like, I used to be like, fuck that guy. He's a
Yes,
douche.
yes,
Now I'm
bro.
like,
Yes.
when someone's mean to
Yeah.
me. So I'll tell you another story. Like when someone's mean to me, like why? Like why are you like? What is going on in your life
Yeah.
right now, or an event that you've gone through to transition to why you are so mean?
Yeah.
Like why you are the person.
Like, why is that your emotion right
Yeah.
now? Why are you like this right now? as we
Now I
speak?
think like that. Like I always used to think, fuck that guy. I'm gonna be mean back to him.
Yeah.
But now as I've gotten older, I'm like, I wonder why he's so
Yeah.
mean. Like, what is making him so mad
Yeah.
that he has to be mean to me?
Yeah.
Did you see the group chat about my Bass Pro Shops hat?
No. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I heard.
Okay,
No, I heard the story. I heard the story. Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Yeah.
So so there's this guy that walks in and he's like, hey, he comes into Axioms and he's like, hey, like I kind of need a tour. And I was like, sure. I was wearing my Bass Pro Shops hat. Didn't think much of it. It's a hat with a fucking fish
Yeah,
on it,
dude, yeah, dude.
and
Yeah.
and I show him around. I'm like, what do you think of everything? He's like, it's good. I like it. Thank you. And he's like, by the way, he's like, you need to get rid of that hat.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you need to get rid of that hat. I don't like it.
I bet you thought he was playing around at first.
Yeah,
like,
and I was
yeah,
like,
like,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, yo, we're joking or what? And he's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm serious. He's like, I don't support that. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, a fish? Like people go fishing? What don't you support about outdoors?
Yeah, you're trying to like, what
trying to put
what
the-
hat did I put on today? Like, what?
yeah, I'm trying to put the
Yeah,
pieces
yeah.
together in the
I bet it was
puzzle,
so
and I'm like,
confusing.
what
Yeah,
the fuck is
yeah.
going on? My head's spinning. I'm like, oh, wait, what? And he's sitting down. He's sitting down. And he's like, yeah. He's like, take it off. He's like, I don't like it. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't support that hat. I was like, well, what do you mean? I'm asking him. I was like, not in a mean way, but I was like, what do you mean? I was like, can you make me understand further? He's like, nah, I don't want to go through it with you. I was like, well, no, you opened a can of worms. So what do you mean by that? He's like, no. He kept brushing it off. I was like, you initiated it. I'm asking
So,
you
yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah.
And now you're not going to
Why
give
bring
me
it
an
up?
answer.
Why bring it up
Yeah,
if you're not going to
exactly.
close?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I don't support those people. I was like, what are you talking
Like,
about?
what do you like, bro? Who?
He's like, I just don't support the certain clientele that goes to that store. I was like,
what are you talking about,
yeah.
bro? Like,
and I was like, everybody goes
Quit
there. It's like, what do you
playing.
mean? He's like, you know, like a certain political group I don't support. I was like,
and you're still like, what are you talking about, bro?
I kind of got it, and I was like, whoa, what? And then he says, kind of in like a threatening way, he's like, yeah, he's like, maybe you should burn it. I don't like that hat on you. He's like, next time you better burn it,
bro.
And I look at him,
bro. That's see now.
Well, the thing though is that guy, he said it in front of his son. And his son was right there. And so this is how
that must be so traumatizing as a kid, bro. Like seeing your dad out of character.
Well, he
like
looked
that.
at his dad and he looked at me. And then I was like, okay. In my head, it was going like 100 miles an hour.
I bet, dude.
I'm like,
bet.
okay,
and you
this
have a
can
lot of
either go.
self-control for doing
I was like,
that.
yo, this can either go both ways. Either A, I can make him look like an idiot in front of his son and just cuss at him and yell at him because my fuse was about to blow.
Yeah, dude, I would too.
Or two, just walk out the door. So I honestly, I looked at him and I was like, sir, I was like, I hope you and your son have a really good day. I hope you guys have a good workout. Hope you liked our gym. Have a good day. And I left.
You probably still made him look like an idiot like that, bro. He tried to get you out of character. He tried to get you out of character.
But for the thing is like, I thought about it. That guy must have such a shitty life that he had to go out of his way and talk shit about my fucking hat that has a fish on it.
Yeah. Like,
you know,
you don't got anything else going on in your life right now, bro?
I'm like, you literally are so sad that you have to pick apart my hat and give me shit for it just because you don't agree with some political views and some people that are on the opposite side of you politically that go there. I was like, you have to do that? Like, really? Yeah. And then I thought about it. I was like,
you don't know. You don't know the background. You don't know the background.
That's true.
Dude.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know the background. He must be going through something shitty, and I hope.
I
hope he fixes
that
it.
must have been taught. Racism is taught, or that character type is taught, bro.
Yeah.
It's raised.
But whatever the case may be, I was nice.
Yeah. You're good on your end.
Yeah, I'm fine where I'm at. I did everything I could. I killed him with kindness. I wished him a good day. I wished his son a good workout, and I left.
As long as you're good at heart, dude. As long as you're good at heart.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Talk about ego 5-6 years ago, I would have flipped my lid.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, what?
No, dude, when they first told me, yeah.
And I texted the group and Josh and one of the trainers goes, bro, we should all get Bass Pro Shops hats.
Bro, we're clowns. We're clowns, bro. We're clowns. In support of you.
Yo, I fucking died.
Yeah.
Like,
what group chat is this?
This the Axioms one. You're on it,
bro.
You're
they be blowing it up, bro.
You're fucking on it. You're on it. You read it sometimes. Oh my
God. You hear the word sometimes.
Sometimes. But it's funny. It's crazy how people what they've gone through transitions into it could go in a negative way or a positive way. Like there was this meme where it had two brothers, right? And it said these two brothers had a father that was an alcoholic. One's a successful businessman.
I heard that.
And one is an alcoholic itself. You choose who you want to be in life. As cheesy as that sounds,
it's very true.
It's true,
it's very true,
like,
bro.
You go through some dark shit, you're going to be successful because you don't want to deal with that, or you're going to go the opposite way. You might be a little darker than where you came out of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just life lessons. Like it's fucking crazy, like with you, with me, with other people, it's a part of life. And I think you'll do really good things, just who you are as a person. You just keep grinding. Like it gets fucking hard, dude. Like believe me, I've been in this industry for 8 years. It gets fucking tough. You're going to have days where you're like,
honestly, dude, now that you said it, it's not even days anymore, bro. It's this week.
You're gonna have rough weeks.
Yeah,
you're gonna
bro.
be like,
this week was rough.
You're gonna be
There's
like,
a reason why I don't have a haircut right now at your show. There's a reason why I'm not shaved, bro. It was a rough week. Like, it was a rough week, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have weeks to where you're just like, do I need to do this? Like, you're gonna
no, dude.
contemplate life.
There's times where I cry, bro, out of emotion. Like
Yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah.
bro, there's
what
so
am I
much coming
doing?
at me. Yeah.
What am I doing? What am I getting out of
Yeah,
this?
like-
Do I really want to
Yeah,
do this?
yes.
Like,
You
all of
question.
that
Yeah, you
shit. Like,
question.
you're gonna have hard times, but honestly, you keep going and
Yeah, you got
just
it.
be
Yeah.
consistent.
Take a deep breath
and
and yeah.
you'll look back on it and be like, man,
Man,
that was nothing.
that was nothing
You
compared
know?
to now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
every month. You're like, oh man, last month was nothing compared to this.
Yeah,
oh, last
yeah,
month, yeah, and
yeah.
businessman. I really, truly, I believe that I will be a successful businessman. I will be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna look back at this podcast, man, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I really spoke it into existence. Not just within the fitness industry, man, cannabis, fashion,
Whatever it is, dude.
whatever it is, bro. I'm gonna expand. But I'm glad that I learned through the fitness industry that in the business industry, it's up and downs, man. It's an emotional roller coaster.
You gotta take it.
If you let it be an emotional roller
You gotta
coaster.
learn to stomach
Yeah.
it. You gotta
Yeah.
learn to take
Yeah.
shots on the chin,
Yeah.
and kind of look
Yeah.
the other way and be like, all right, like,
It's
let's
fun
keep
though.
going.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You got to make it fun.
Yeah.
Like you have to have fun with your L's, dude. There's
Yep.
there's a lot of L's, and that's the
Yep.
thing though. You cannot have an ego problem and be a businessman.
Yep.
Because those L's will eat you alive.
Yep.
So yeah,
Damn. Well, hey, wait, I appreciate you coming on the show, dude.
I appreciate you, man.
That's crazy. It's
appreciate
already
you.
90
Best-
minutes.
yeah,
90 minutes, Roscoe?
Yep.
That's
90 minutes.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you again for coming on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
Before we go, Tyler, do you want to say bye to everybody? No, bring up to the mic, man.
Okay, your time is up.
So, yo, Tyler, you gotta say bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
All right, everybody, have a good one. Later.